Alright guys, if you can, lend the contracts your famous autographs.
I got it. Hi. Thank you, Savannah. I'm a proud father of Savannah. My daughter.
I'm him with
Anyway,
her.
I'm actually kind of retired, but because of Eraserheads, it's a band that I cannot just give up because these guys are really one of the best ambassador of Filipino talent all over the world. During my younger days, I was bringing a lot of foreign artists from Christina Aguilera, Beyonce, Chris Brown, Rihanna, etc. But working with these guys, presenting them on stage to the global audience, it makes me proud being a part of the group, and it's the one that's keeping me a bit younger. Guys, thank you for having trust with me and the team, and Ronald is here. Is his turn?
Okay. Thank you everyone for coming, and thank you for the continued support you have given Eraserheads. This tour could not have been possible, of course, without the geniuses behind the music and the lyrics that we share to the world. So, all my thanks to Ellie, Raymond, Buddy, and Marcus. And to all the media people who are supporting us, thank you so much for this. We'll see you on the world tour. This is the biggest one we're gonna do so far, and hopefully we can add some more cities as we go along. But thank you again for everyone for coming. Thank you.
And finally, we
Set.
Are you really?
Yes.
Ooh, that's exciting.
It's a slightly different set from last year. We're
Like-
getting a lot of songs from a lot of deep cuts, and
This
some
is
songs that we
exciting.
haven't played from the previous tours.
Very exciting.
Some songs we've never played ever live in our career.
So does that mean, have you guys been rehearsing a lot lately together?
Yes.
Jamming?
Yes.
Yes, that's all really cool, you guys. I didn't know that. Thank you.
Touring, we love going to new places, and even the old places that we've already gone to. There's always something new. We love to make new friends and new acquaintances on tour, and just the experience of being on the road and playing music to the for the fans is always something to look forward to.
Thank you so much, Ellie.
Uh-huh. We've always liked to keep it light. We love to perform our old songs, our new songs, and we just ask the fans to keep an open mind and open ears. So when we do perform the songs, the experience that we have on stage, the fun that we're having, we hope that it translates to you. We hope that you love our music the way we love it.
I've seen it firsthand. They definitely do.
Thank you. Thank you.
As did I.
How have you been preparing for it? How often have you guys been rehearsing? And also, I'm super curious, when you're going on a world tour like this, what's one thing you absolutely have to pack with you? Like, I can't imagine how somebody packs for a world tour.
Thank you, Ken.
Hi, Pam. The first thing we did is get together and have a quiet dinner na kami-kami lang. And then we talk about the preparations that we have to do, the songs that we need to work on. We have a very fun and busy group chat. Parang everyone suggesting songs, and then we get into this. We do a lot of pre-production and a few rehearsals, a few actual rehearsals, jamming. We just jammed yesterday. I think we're preparing 40 songs, but we're not gonna play it in one night. Parang may iniikot lang na set list. of course, we need to play songs na obligado. And then, how do you pack? Marcos?
I overpack. So, mas maganda na overpack kaysa underpack.
Eddie?
I make it a point to travel light, but I also bring one extra luggage na walang laman for the shopping, take home, ano pa ba? The essentials, syempre, like your Nintendo Switch or toothbrush, nandun na yan.
Beroka, Lola Remedios, everything that you can think of to keep you healthy and functioning.
So, may question of, how many pairs of shoes?
Ay, magandang tanong. How many shows?
Pairs of shoes? No, how many pairs of shoes do you bring?
Pwede na yung dalawa.
How many for the show? One for the show and one
For the show, 2 to get ready, and 4 to go.
One for the money.
for the show. Ikaw, ilang shoes?
Nung last tour, ano lang ako, mga 3 pairs. One for, walking, and the other two pairs for shows.
Yeah. Ang best na dinadala namin, si Eddie nagturo niyan eh. Kasi walang bidet sa Amerika, so may portable bidet is the best pag Pilipino ka. Portable bidet. Yan ang huwag niyo kakalimutan sa US tour. Sa ibang bansa, okay lang.
US and all these cities and all these countries before, how does yung crowd there differentiate from the crowd at dun sa Huling El Bimbo, ano yung pinaprepare, anong klaseng, are there like different kinds of preparations for certain cities, certain
We always get surprised, even if we play to international audiences na just how parang sabik na sabik sila to hear any kind of OPM music, and I guess that's to be expected. Pero the main difference I think would be I don't really know, but it's the same actually for me.
Ano pinaka-wild sa huling tour? Na city.
I like the New York crowd
New York,
the best.
yeah.
I don't know why, but somehow the energy talagang it hits you in the face.
Wildest memory. We for the last tour and this tour, we prepare an Easter egg for every city. So it's up to the fans to figure out what the Easter egg is for every city. Kasi similar yung set.
It's a song. It's not an actual egg.
But
It's a song that we prepared.
na special for that city alone. Yeah.
Do not check under your seats for the Easter egg.
For example, in Winnipeg,
In Winnipeg.
we played American Woman by Guess Who we used to play that song in college, but Guess Who is a band from Winnipeg. Pero mas maraming taong may alam ng song as a Lenny Kravitz song, but yun, that's an Easter egg. Mas madali yung this tour, mas madali yung gagawin natin. It's mas masaya din.
Concert in Singapore was in 2013. What are you preparing for this year that's different? So aside from the Easter egg, meron bang different na pwedeng abangan ng Filipinos in Singapore?
I believe it's a music festival. Tama ba?
Your
Singapore thing? The Singapore.
Your concept.
I'm just the host.
Is it a
Huling El
music
Bimbo.
festival?
Huling El Bimbo in Singapore. Live in Singapore.
Hindi pa namin, actually we just found out the Singapore date today, so we haven't really.
We just signed the contract.
So if you look at our posts, wala pa yung Singapore sa.
Yeah.
So we just found out about Singapore.
Actually,
Surprise!
But we
Minention-
promised to have a surprise for the
Yeah.
audience.
Minention ni Savannah kanina, yung
Yeah.
Singapore date. We go like,
November, birthday ni Buddy Balas.
Ayun, baka yun.
alam ko na. We're going to use the Singaporean la. We're going to put it in El Bimbo.
La 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 la.
Thank you. Thank
Energy that the crowd gives you. It's like the first time you're playing. I know these are really old songs, but it's the first time we're playing it to them, and it's probably the first time they're hearing it live. So there's an energy that you can't replicate anywhere else.
It's also great to see new faces. I mean, young faces in the audience who probably weren't even born when in our heyday back then. So that just means that the music still, translates to the younger generation, which is awesome because you know how they're so hard to please now. So. Just kidding.
I'd like to add to that. And the music seems to be growing as well. Some of the music parang nag-evolve. So parang for the better, I think.
Yeah, I agree. That's true. Dahil there are some songs in our catalog na, as a matter of fact, we wanted to re-record the whole thing, not so that we could own our masters, but because as artists, we found that we could have done more stuff with a song. For example, there's a song in the setlist now, "Shake Your Head," that I think is a better arrangement than the one in the album. So that's always something we look forward to as musicians, is to sort of become true to our profession, which is being musicians, and actually still applying the inspiration that we were into back then when we were just starting out.
Any last questions?
Hi guys, I'm Kevin from Manila Concert Scene. Congrats guys. You've been to hundreds of abroad shows. What's the most memorable one?
So far, the most
Yeah.
memorable? Ako New York.
Yes, that dahil yung first time naman makatugtog sa Madison Square Garden, and also the most number of audience that we had was in also Toronto. Toronto ba? Yeah, we've never played to that much crowd before in Canada. Hamilton, Ontario. Yeah.
Thank you.
New York, and actually it's worth mentioning, we played the first show last year we did was LA, or the second show we did was LA. Sobrang saya. We felt yung na-miss nila yung heads. Na-miss nila yung mga songs ng banda. That's what I felt when last year.
Actually, the adventures are not just the shows. For us, a lot of adventures happens after or before the show. Like, one time, tumirik yung bus for several hours sa gitna ng disyerto. Sa isang show, hindi, yung kalahati ng crew and equipment, hindi dumating yung aeroplano. So, photo finish, right before the show, dumating yung sound engineer and the light person and some of the gear. Parang, makakatugtog ba tayo? Sabi namin, Nakatugtog ka nga sa Merix eh. Nakakatugtog ka rin dito. So may mga ganung nangyari. Yan. Yung mga adventures in between shows.
Parang kumbaga sa rock parlance, we have our fair share of Spinal Tap dancing.
Spinal Tap.
Spinal Tap.
We've had several dinners under our belt. That way, we're kind of in touch with kung ano yung kinain ni Ellie, ano yung in-order ni Marcus. It helps in the dynamic. So, sharing a dinner, having drinks, coffee. So, we've had more of that. Birthdays, kaka-birthday lang ni Ellie nung last November. So it helps. Ever since then, we've spent a lot more time together. And it's shaping our live show. And it's keeping it fun. Let's go tour, so we've taken it upon ourselves to add the song to the set list. We have a lot of fun performing that song all the time. So we just don't know where to put it, to start or to end.
Usually the singles, parang magagalit naman yung audience pag hindi mo tutugtugin. So in our group chats, parang tutugin naman natin to, subukan natin to, baka kaya na natin tutugin. Or pag mahirap yun, paano natin to ginawa sa studio, paano natin ma-interpret live. For this tour, si Ellie and Marcus yung gumawa nung pumili ng majority of the songs. Ma?
Si Ellie. Really? May mga nagre-request yung oo, sige, sabihin ko. So may mga nagre-request lang ng mga tropa or tutugin nyo naman yung parang bagay sa ganung bansa.
Yung setlist, I think 80% is decided by the fans. 20%, 15% is decided by the family and friends, and tama ba yung math ko? 5% o 5 na lang. 5% is decided by the band. If we were to choose 100% of the set list, baka wala nang pupunta sa gigs dahil it would be super deep cuts and mga obscure E-heads songs, which we, as parang the parents of those songs, would want them to be more exposed to the world, and parang just to give them a chance, but syempre it's not a perfect world, and syempre we have to do it for the fans. So most of the songs are still, the greatest hits, the fan favorites, with a little bit of the 5% thrown in there. But we made it's called the soundcheck experience. Na we get to play the songs that we love as a band, and we will do it during soundcheck, because we know that the fans who paid for that VIP ticket will appreciate whatever we play. Yeah.
Hey, Marcus. What happened? The Eraserheads, guys.